You can look at my beautiful kitchen background. I better raise it so you guys can see my face. Okay, that should be tall. I'm not that tall. I should be able to fit into a screen. So just twisting side to side, getting that full body twist, right? Stretching out the spine. Arms are nice and loose. You're twisting and going to that toe, trying to get a full body twist, right? These always feel good to do in the morning anyways, because your body's just like, oh yeah, that's nice. So we'll go about one more to each side. And then we're going to do some circles, arm circles, that is. So you're just going forward circles, right? Nice and controlled. They don't have to be huge, just enough to get a little burn going for the day. And then you're going to reverse those circles, right? Reverse, reverse, or rewind, right? Nobody has to rewind anything nowadays. And we're going to do two more, and then hands come together and apart, right? So squeezing those shoulder blades, opening up the chest, right? Getting the shoulders to wake up for you today, because you're going to want them awake. They're going to have to work a little bit, right? We're going to go three more. There's 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to go into our nice and controlled march. So we will be adding our arms here in just a second. Your goal right now is just to get your knees at least to your waistline, right? And it doesn't have to be fast, right? We want to get warmed up, but it's not like you have to run in place here, right? I'm not going fast, so here's my pace, you know? So what we're going to do here is you're going to add the opposite arm is going to reach up as you march, right? My arm gets cut off, but I promise it's going up. So it's kind of like opposite arm reach with that leg, and you're going side to side like that. So I'm messing with your balance a little bit, but it's also messing with your brain because you have to know opposites. Woo, that can be hard. So we're going to go 3 more. There's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee. So still marching. We're twisting. You don't have to touch your elbow to your knee, just in that same general direction, right? If you do touch your elbow to your knee, cool. If you don't, you're still cool, in my book at least, right? You're cool because you're doing Pilates, so you've already won me over for the day. So we're going to go 4 more here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to go into our butt kickers, right? So just kicking back, and you can let those arms get into movement, going side to side. And you don't have to kick your butt. If you do, bonus points, right? Depends how flexible you are. Right, and you notice like, hey, my heart rate's going up a little bit. That's a good sign. That's a good sign of a good warm up. Okay, so we're gonna go about 1 more to each side, and then we're gonna get our hips moving a little bit more. So we're just gonna start with our right leg. You're gonna go wide and back. All right, wide and back. So on this, if you felt like you needed something to help you balance, you of course could. You could use a chair, wall, a dog, maybe. Dog might be kind of low down though. Okay, you got 3 more. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're just gonna go to that other side, right? And don't worry about how high you kick, as long as it's a range of motion that feels good to you. That's all that matters, right? You don't have to be like, oh, gotta kick higher than Mary. Nah, I'm not even kicking that high, I don't think, but I'm just moving, right? So we got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to alternate, right? So it's going to look silly. And that's just the point of it. It's Friday. Sometimes you got to be silly. But it's effective. Your glutes are going to say, oh my gosh, why does this burn so much? I don't know. Muscle fatigue. But it's good for you, right? Happy hips are healthy hips. Just remember that. Okay, we got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo, shake those legs out a little. We're gonna do body weight rows. So you're just gonna have your arms out straight. You're gonna pull towards you, squeeze those shoulder blades, nice and easy back in. So really trying to stretch out your pecs, your chest, right? Squeeze those shoulder blades so you can feel them pinch together, right? And it should feel pretty good. Your body should be like, oh yeah, that's the stuff, right? And we're gonna go for 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're gonna warm up our arms more here. We're just gonna do some front raises. So just up and back And you're only going to where your shoulders are, right? Your shoulder line. You don't have to go above your head, right? We're just getting you moving and a grooving here for the day, okay? So we're gonna go 5 more here. If you're an overachiever and you wanted to use dumbbells on this, you could, but just remember, we're warming up. So, and if we're doing these during warm up, that's a good sign that your shoulders might burn today. Okay, 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. And now we're gonna go out to the side, right? Lateral raise, try to have those arms nice and straight, squeeze those shoulder blades and hold that posture with it. And again, you just have to go to shoulder length, right? You look cool, you're making a big giant T, right? We're doing the alphabet today. All exercises are letters. I'm just kidding, I am not that creative. Ooh, that'd be a struggle. Okay, we got 4 more. There's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and now we're gonna get our brain involved. So left arm is gonna go forward, right arm's going out to the side. You'll come down to your hips and switch directions, right? So one arm goes into that front raise, one goes into the lateral, they come to your hips and then they switch. So you're kind of making an L shape. Hey, there's another letter, or right angles, right? Whatever makes you feel good. Okay, just controlling those arms, make sure you're not just letting them flap down and slap. Okay, and we're gonna go 4 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna relax. We have 1 more warm-up move, and then we're gonna grab our dumbbells. So what we're gonna do here is our hip hinge or deadlift, whatever you wanna call it. So you're just gonna have your hands down. We're gonna slide our hands down, our legs press our hips back. You're gonna look slightly straight ahead, and then coming right back up and squeeze. Right, so imagine like if you were gonna touch your shoelaces and come back. Okay, so if you look straight ahead, it's gonna help flatten out that back. And the more you can press your hips back, it's gonna feel funny, but the more you press them back, the better your form. So really, really push those hips back, right? You don't want it to feel like a squat. We wanna press our hips back there, right? You want your back to be so flat, somebody can put ice water on your back and it wouldn't even spill, right? Maybe that's something you can do this weekend if you don't have plans. Okay, so go ahead and do 1 more. And then you're gonna relax. And then you can shake everything out. So we have got 4 exercises that we're gonna do today. And we're gonna repeat. Okay, and we're gonna use 2 dumbbells. If your dumbbells feel too heavy at any point, remember you can put 1 weight down, or you could do these exercises with no dumbbells. So your first move, what you're gonna do, okay, I'm gonna show you each move before we do it. So don't start too early, because I won't start my timer. So you're gonna do like a narrow squat. So you press your hips back, squat. You would come up, you'd step wide with your right leg, and you're gonna do like a side deadlift. Then you'll come back up, do that narrow squat, step wide, and you're kind of almost doing like a side lunge deadlift, okay? So I'll walk you through it. Let me get my timer ready. We're gonna go for a minute, so you have plenty of time to get reps in. Okay, ready? You can go. So you do that narrow squat. You're gonna step wide with your right leg. You're gonna do your hip hinge, so press your butt back, come back up, right? And we got our narrow squat. Then you're gonna step to the left and hinge, right? So when you're stepping to the side, you're doing that deadlift. Okay, so try to press those hips back. It's not a squat the whole time. Okay, your brain's gonna wanna tell you it is, but it's not, right? And if the squat hurt on it, just don't do the squat. Okay, but keep those hips back and go side to side. You got 30 seconds. Okay, when you're squatting, make sure those shoulders are staying back, right? It's like we're sitting in a chair and we're just trying to keep moving. That's the goal today, right? We got a full body workout. And each move is gonna kind of have a lot of components to it like this, okay? So we are gonna have to use our brain today. I know, it's good for us though, right? You want to be mentally fit and physically fit. Okay, we're gonna go 1 more to each side. So we're gonna go 1, squat, 1, squat, and relax. So our next move that we do, you are going to step wide, tap your toe, you'll curl and press, and then come back and start that over. Okay, so when you step your leg wide, you're gonna curl, press, everything comes back, and you'll go to the other side. Ready? And go. So step, curl, press, and back, step, curl, and press. So when you step, we're basically shifting our weight, right? We're tapping that toe, we're working that balance, We're working our arms, okay? And the wider you step, the harder it gets. If you're crazy, keep that leg out there. See what happens, right? Kind of recognize this move for warm up. Oh. Right, and after a while, a minute of this gets tiring, but we got 30 seconds to go. Take your time with it. Does not have to be fast, right? All of these moves have a lot of components to it. So you want to take your time as you do it, okay? So you're breathing, you're tapping, you're pressing, right? Almost there. Try to challenge that balance, right? Remember, you can lose a dumbbell if you need to. We're going to go one more. And you're going to relax, okay? In our next move, we got 2 arm movements in your hip hinge. So you're going to do a regular row. You'll pull straight up, squeeze, come down, and then you're going to do a reverse fly. So you'll keep a bend in those elbows. You'll come wide and squeeze and back. So you're just going to rotate between those 2 moves, okay? Go for it. So hips are back. You're going to row up and down. Keep a bend in, reverse fly, and back. Row, fly. Row, fly. So really press those hips back. You're going to feel it in the glutes on that if you are. But we also want to focus on squeezing those shoulder blades. If you feel it's in the neck, either go down and wait, right? Or take out the reverse fly, okay? We have 30 seconds, right? Row and apart. Row and apart, right? The reverse fly is a lot harder than the regular row, right? So if you have heavier weights, you're thinking like, oof, why'd she combine those? Those are evil. I know. Okay, you're doing a great job. Always doing a great job, of course. Almost there. Got one more of each. Row, fly, and relax. So our last move of this set is going to be a step back with a tricep kickback. So start with your feet together. Elbows are by your side. You're going to step back, kick back. Ooh, watch my balance. And alternate like that. Okay, so make sure the weights aren't swinging. Go for it. Okay, so you're stepping back, kicking back, and in, right? Make sure that you do put a little bit of weight on that tiptoe as you kick back. Okay, there's a lot more balance here. If you needed lighter dumbbells, you could, right? If you need to go down to 1 dumbbell, you could do just overhead tricep instead, right? But taking your time, keeping the body moving. Arms should be pretty tired. Mine are, right? It's going to be sunny, so you can wear sleeveless shirts. And you'll say, look at my arms. I just did Pilates. Okay, make sure your head's not hanging down. Relax those shoulders. I know someone needs to hear it. And that includes me. Right? And remember, you don't have to curl your arms up all the way. Just controlling those arms side to side. Okay? Tap and go. Tap and go. Tap and go. We got 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to relax, set your weights down for a second. Grab yourself a sip of water if you want. So now we're going to repeat each of those exercises, but instead of going for a minute, we're going to go for 45 seconds. Okay, so less time. If you feel like you can speed up the moves, go for it. We got 2 more rounds. This is round number 2. So 45 seconds each. You have 15 seconds less to do. Okay, so we'll be starting with that narrow squat to our side lunge hip hinge. Okay, so 45 seconds. You ready? And go. So you got your narrow squat, you'll step, hip hinge, narrow squat, step and hip hinge, right? So go at a pace that you can maintain for 45 seconds. Doesn't mean you have to keep up with me, right? If you feel like you need to slow down, slow down. If you need to take your weights away, take your weights away, right? So just listen to your body, take your time, pay attention to your form, okay? I'm going a little bit quicker because I guess I'm evil, I don't know. I must have too much energy, too much coffee on a Friday. That's what we'll say it was. Okay. And you're gonna go one more to each leg. And then we're gonna relax. Okay. So the next one is that step, curl, and press. Ready? And go. Right? So step, curl, and press, and back. If you have bad shoulders, just do the bicep curl, right? So you could just do this instead. Right? There's lots of ways to keep moving and to modify it if you need to. Right? Listen to your body. It'll tell you. It'll say, Mary, you're crazy. This is how I'm going to do it. Right? And even if you need to take a break, that's okay too. I won't yell at you. I just can't take a break because you guys are watching me. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to just sit and watch. No, I'd never. Okay, nice and controlled. One more. And relax. And we got our reverse fly and row. Okay, and our hip hinge. Ready? Go. So row and squeeze. Reverse fly. Row. Reverse. Right? So notice, since I don't have to describe to you, you don't get as many breaks. And that's a good thing. Because that's what gets the heart rate going. Okay, squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep on breathing. You're doing awesome. And remember, it's only 45 seconds. 15 seconds less than last time. Right? That's just a treat. Making sure you're pressing those hips back, relaxing those shoulders. You got less than 10. Let's go one more each way. Row, reverse fly, stand up, and get ready for a tricep step bag. Ready? And go. So step back, kick back. Right? So try to challenge how far back you can step. Keep your front leg bent. Keep those elbows by your side. And I'm getting pretty darn sweaty. I'm getting sweaty. Gotta sweat out the week. You know what they say. The more you sweat, the less it rains. So the weekend depends on us, right? If it rains, we know we don't work hard enough. Okay, going side to side, you're almost there. I'm breathing, that's why I'm not talking today. Right? You got one more to each side. 1 and 2. And relax. Set those weights down. Shake out those arms. So our last set is going to be the best one. It's only 30 seconds of each one. That's not bad. No. So if you want water, you can grab some water real quick. All right. And we're going to get started, okay? So grabbing those dumbbells, we're starting with our narrow squat. Since it's 30 seconds, if you can, try to move a little bit quicker, okay? And we're going to try not to take much rest in between each exercise. Okay, ready? And go. So squat, deadlift hinge. Squat, deadlift hinge, right? So remember, take out that squat if you need to. Move a little bit quicker if you feel like you can control it, right? Try to challenge the clock. Say, clock, I'm faster than you. I can move quick. I'm tough. Right? And if you're like, man, it's kind of crazy today. I'm tired. That's okay. Okay, one more to each leg. 1 and 1. And we're standing up tall. You have curl to press with our tap. Curl and press. Curl and press. Right? Ooh, those weights are getting heavy. Right? Remember, if you're crazy, don't tap that foot down. All right? Come on, yeah. Good thing this is 30 seconds. If it was a minute, I might tip over. My arms are going to function this weekend. Keep on going. One more. And we got our reverse fly and rows. Go for it. Hips are back. Row, fly. Row, fly. Row, fly. Row, fly. Press those hips back. Keep your elbows bent as you do your fly. We're getting there. Breathe with it. Relax those shoulders. You can do it. You can do hard things. I promise. One more each way. And relax. And we got our triceps ready. Go. Kick back and step. I guess I told you relax. You're right. So step and kick. Right, tap those toes. Shoulders are staying relaxed. You're moving and grooving. Okay. You notice with full body workouts, you sweat a little bit more? Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, keep moving those legs. Keep pressing past those hips. Control those weights. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, and we're done. Just like that. You did it.